grey one again.
Doors swinging off its hinges all day.
Oh my, certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublet's chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Must be some mistake. You know why we're here, don't you?
Of course. But I've orders to make certain every guest enters the estate unarmed.
Damn it.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
No use pretending you don't know. Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the great dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passive flora. Come back.
What a jackass.
Done with you.
Well?
Famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Late for supper again.
Kraken!
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another night in that hall.
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Didn't like that guy. Why'd you insist on talking to him?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenfeld. Tell you the story later.
I wish you a cold farewell.
Let's look around.
This is dull. I wish to go chat with someone.
invest in real
Yes.
Alone.
Looking for me, sir?
Dull.
Then stay.
Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table. It's rather unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Let's do it.
So, one more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Seems Gomo has followed in his footsteps. Yet do not underestimate him. Desperate men can be dangerous.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood to win.
Time to invest in rubies.
So, shall we play? Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Yet do not
Let's do it.
Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
So, one more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Sir Marius Florin. They say he never loses thanks to his Zugelbone amulet. Naturally, I could tell you more on the subject, but...
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood to win.
Find much to do in no...
Novigrad, capital of the world.
So, shall we play? Sir Marius Florin. They say he never loses thanks to his Zugelbone.
Let's do it.
The city is swarming with rogues. Novigrad is not what it used to be.
lovely lady clearly brings you luck, sir. Hold her, keep her, never let her go. Bravo! The lovely lady clearly brings you luck, sir. Hold her, keep her, never let her go.
Radagon's not a whit better.
Ladies.
He's not been seen around town in some time.
Word is he's made
Stuff
some
it,
enemies.
tongues.
Turn to John.
Inevitably give me gas.
Get a second chance.
No one will notice.
How are you faring? Well?
A second chance? Good one. Cemeteries are full of men who thought old Joel would give them a second chance.
Siggy, I'll be.
Geralt! Damn it all, how do you recognize me?
Your voice, unmistakable.
Oh yes, those famous witcher senses. Finally getting some use out of them. And who's this creature with you? May I be introduced?
Hey, Reuven.
It can't be! Is that the lovely warble of my favourite accomplice? Well, we've jested and laughed, but I've a sense you're in a hurry.
Really?
You know, Geralt, somehow I dislike running into you at parties. My bones start to ache, as if bad weather were approaching. Later, Geralt.
She wore a turkey mask to the last ball. Can you imagine?
Oh, my mother says the girl has a singular sense of humour. If you ask me, she's batty.
How dare you!
Nice.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
Sold him off!
Again.
Stuck him right in the collar.
Oh!
Well done, old chap. I'm not just some old shot. I'm a cat.
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
Sold him off, didn't I? Stuck him right in the collar. Well done, old chap. I'm not just some old shot. I'm a cat. Shall I tell you? Sold him off. Stuck him right in the collar. Intolerance and superstition have always been a fool's remit.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore.
Beg your pardon?
Nice mask.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones.
Scouring Vagel, but idea.
Do you think the women, they... The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks?
Looking for me.
Gregor, have you seen Durgoff just moments ago? Oh, apologies. I mistook you for my friend, sir. He wears a similar mask.
General Voris.
Geralt of Rivia! So, I was not entirely mistaken.
Pleasure, as always. This is...
A beautiful and mysterious lady. Let us leave the formalities to the event's end, when all will remove their masks. More fun that way, wouldn't you agree?
I would, sir.
And now I must beg your pardon. I really must find Durgoff, and quickly. A lovely evening to you both. Geralt?
Looking for me, sir.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones.
Would a witch
economically
come here? Looking for
I've
me, sir.
heard ballads
Looking for me,
about
sir.
you. And that sorceress of yours, Gwyneth.
Apparently, they have this contraption.
Don't do that again.
And then a colossal boom.
Nothing sound my letters, but our hunter counts are simply the best.
Yes, you do seem...
This earthly tree won't even whimper without agility and reflexes of a panther.
Words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore. What's the rush?
Captured
Eternal
and
fire.
displayed in the sideshow
Go
of the
away.
circus.
I'm in no mood.
It could be quite... Yes?
Albert Vegelbud.
No. I'm a Black Panther.
Oh my, Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes, when can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier. Well?
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another
Apparently, they have this contraption.
Late for supper again.
An offense to nature. As the temple guard.
My, is he ever sauteed?
Stop whining.
Baths are in Silverton. I highly recommend you visit.
Care to sit down for a spell?
Shut off!
Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here, and there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Moritz. What do you want to know?
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
You're a charismatic leader, simple as that.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Next thing you know, they'll be calling you Iron Marigold. Could even wear an eye patch and it'd look right.
For a moment there, I thought you were being sincere.
Of course I'm being sincere. Look at me. Didn't blush a bit. Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, biag broga. Inch by inch, little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are completely, entirely...
Entirely what?
Nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss,
Geralt, coming? Geralt, coming?
We'll soon return. No one's even noticed we're gone.
careful.
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks. We'll go first. Geralt will follow right after.
Saddled horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.